Kabam! Thor Dykow here. It's This Week on Blu-ray and DVD. I've been doing this segment for a long time now, but I can say without hyperbole, this is probably the best week of releases since I've been doing this segment. 4 of the 5 titles are sensational. We saved the worst one for last. Arguably the best one is first. Captain Phillips, nominated for Best Picture at this year's Academy Awards. Paul Greengrass directs Tom Hanks in one of the finest roles of his career about the true story of the American cargo ship hijacking of the Maersk, Alabama in 2009. Have a look.
The ship's broken. We had to go.
Nobody gets hurt if you don't play no game. Hey! Look at me.
Sure.
Look at me.
Sure.
I'm the captain now.
Oh my gosh, just riveting. I'm the captain now. And that's Barkhad Abdi, who is continuing to get accolades. He's not even an actor, this guy. It's a breakout role for him. And I love this movie because it shows the duality of the two sides. You know, a lot of these Somalis in the film, they're essentially doing their job. They're just going to work. It just happens to be the illegal piracy that is their sort of 9 to 5. But when you see the blip on the radar in that scene in this movie, you're hooked immediately. It does turn into a bit of a sort of commercial, I guess, for the Marines and the Navy in the end. But that was what happened. I mean, this is this kind of story that went down, and the tension, the way it unfolds, is so great. And I love that Paul Greengrass, known for his shaky cam in the Bourne movies, was a little bit restrained in this one. And instead of making it too frantic, it really added to the tension and the atmosphere. Just incredible. And Tom Hanks giving one of the best performances, not only in the last 10 years of his career. And the final 5 minutes of this film is amazing. I won't tell you if you haven't seen it yet what it is, but it's Tom Hanks in a nearly wordless scene, and the emotional gravity behind it is incredible. This is one of the best of the year, and the bonus features include Capturing Captain Phillips, a 3-part behind-the-scenes look at the film's production and the real events surrounding the film. I cannot wait to see it again. Captain Phillips. Oh my goodness, I'm the captain now, baby. Next, we're following it up with Woody Allen's Blue Jasmine, and Cate Blanchett will, I'm telling you, will get an Oscar for her role as a woman whose life comes apart, a New York socialite. Her life falls to pieces after her husband is embroiled in a Wall Street-type scandal. Check this out.
You think if I was having an affair, I'd be crazy enough to have it in public at the Four Seasons?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes you drink at lunch. No, maybe you're high. I mean, it's obvious she's got a crush on you.
Honey, you're building a case.
Because if you were having an affair, I would be pretty upset.
Well, I'm not, so don't get your temper up. I don't like that side of you.
I'm just jealous because I love you. You should be flattered.
He met me at a party.
Wow, this is just... If you want to see acting school that Cate Blanchett puts on this one, you have to check it out, because she actually plays 2 roles here. That one, you know, socialite role, and then the sort of present-day one where she goes to San Francisco to live with her sister, and she's just broken down, talking to herself, drinking, pill-popping. She's a mess, and nobody does it better than Cate Blanchett. Sally Hawkins, who plays her sister there, she's also nominated for an Oscar. The cast is amazing. I mean, you've got Alec Baldwin, Louis C.K., Bobby Cannavale, Andrew Dice Clay, Peter Sarsgaard, and Michael Stuhlbarg, and they're all fascinating to watch, and it's got that great Woody Allen wit to it. It's very dark, though, and yet very funny. I enjoyed Midnight in Paris, obviously, the Woody Allen film a couple of years ago, but this one just strikes at the core, I think, of the satirical nature of a lot of these sort of Wall Street, Gilded Age, first world problems type scenarios, and nobody does it better than Woody. He's still putting out some of his best work ever. This is one of the best ensemble casts of the year, so check out Blue Jasmine and Cate Blanchett. That is how you win an Oscar right there. Next, we're going to be talking about Lake Bell, and she's a triple threat, this woman. She stars, directs, and writes this film called In a World, and she plays a struggling vocal coach who gets her big break in the cutthroat world of movie trailer voiceovers, and she finds herself in direct competition with her dear old dad. Check it out.
You should stick with the accents. I mean, that's your thing. That's what you're good at. What was that Russian Star Wars thing you used to do as a kid?
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. But Dad, can we?
No, what was it?
It was. Don't make me do it right now.
Come on.
Dad, I don't want to do it right now.
Please, let me hear it.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Yeah, that's just great stuff there, and the legendary Fred Melamed plays her dad. Awesome cast in this one as well, including Ken Marino, Rob Corddry, and Nick Offerman. Also Dimitri Martin, who you see there. Very funny people. They're all somewhat restrained in this film because the writing is so sharp and so fresh. It never gets too goofy or slapstick. Very original story. And Lake Bell, she's gorgeous and she's got a lot of talent. Man, if that's not reason enough to see this, I don't know what is. In a World, a very fresh and very funny movie. Check it out. And the bonus features include a gag reel, deleted scenes, and commentary. All right, next, if you're ready for a tearjerker and Bill Nye, you can't really go wrong with that. About Time. Oh my goodness. And this is from Richard Curtis. And if you don't know his name, well, you might have heard of Love Actually, Notting Hill, and 4 Weddings and a Funeral. This is about a boy, well, he's getting into manhood, who has another sort of disappointing New Year's Eve, and then his dad, played by Bill Nye, tells him that all the men in the family in this scene here have this special ability to travel back in time to anywhere in their life that they choose. They can never go into the future, but if you go to a dark place and you clench your fists, you can go anywhere in your life back in time. Now, you think that premise would get sort of played out and it would turn into a schmaltzy love story courtesy of Rachel McAdams, but it goes in a lot of different directions, and it kind of shows you that even if you had the ability to go back in time and change things about your life, there are certain things that you wouldn't be able to change about your family, about events that happen that affect those around you. So it's a very profound, very funny, very poignant, sometimes sad and sometimes hilarious look at life, love, children, death, all that stuff encompassed beautifully. And Bill Nye, I've never seen the guy better. And Domhnall Gleeson, one of the breakout stars of today, he's sensational in this one. And it didn't go for all the romantic cliches. A very refreshing movie, About Time. This one may have passed you by in the theaters. It is a total sleeper hit of 2013. Check it out right now. You will not be disappointed. And you know what, guys? We are on such a roll. We have to leave you with a bad one, unfortunately. Although there's some good eye candy in this film, and it's got a lot of stars. Machete kills. Danny Trejo's back as the ex-federale for hire, and Charlie Sheen plays the president of the United States, and he hires Machete to take down a madman revolutionary and an eccentric billionaire arms dealer. Check it out.
Madam,
Yes?
we found them. Mendez and Machete.
Yeah, there you have it. Okay, that girl there, that's Alexa Vega. She was the girl in Spy Kids. Man, those kids grow up. And Sofia Vergara was in there too. Okay, you know, this movie's actually kind of fun. Now that I'm looking at this, I have to say it's not terrible, but you got Lady Gaga, Amber Heard, Antonio Banderas, Jessica Alba, Vanessa Hudgens, Cuba Gooding Jr., and Mel Gibson actually is hilarious as this crazy arms dealer in the film. He wants to hatch a plan to spread anarchy across the planet. It wasn't as good as the first one because it was so fresh and so new, I think, Machete, because it was very satirical. This one kind of goes for more goofy laughs and over-the-top action. That being said, though, he's so much fun to watch, Danny Trejo. He has such magnetism and such a presence on screen. I really enjoy the character. The movie itself just wasn't as strong as the first one. But if you want a nice B-movie popcorn flick, just set your mind on neutral. This one might be for you. Funny that this franchise all started from a fake trailer. That's what he does. There you go, people. All right, that's it. I'm Thor Dykow. It's another jam-packed week of This Week on Blu-ray and DVD, and you got a lot of great stuff to choose from. We'll see you next week. You can check me out on Twitter at Thor Dykow, right here on BTVancouver.ca. Gotta wait for it.